Olani, Chilani.
There, those guys, that Chinese doctor, he tested me and found me that I was diabetic. It was about 46%. Then he said, this man, anytime he can die.
Olani, Chilani.
Yeah, the encouragement I can encourage people is they have to go to Maranatha. There's very good herbal medicines, which like me, I nearly died. So I was cured by Maranatha herbal medicines. That's my encouragement to the people. Yeah.
There is no doubt whatsoever that Maranatha herbal supplements are effective. Testimonies from happy and satisfied people right from within our communities are being given every day. Evidence of the validity of the testimonies is readily available.
Maranatha Natural Healing Ministry.
It is surprising, therefore, to note that there are still some people who choose to suffer in silence and be defeated by the very ailments whose solutions are readily available. Whatever causes this kind of attitude is really difficult to understand. Fortunate are those who take these messages seriously and act on them without hesitation. Once again, be advised that a solution to your health problems is available and within reach. Call now on 0888 381 131 or 0996 867 190 to change your situation. Maranatha Natural Healing Ministries. Healthy families, a healthy nation.
Wakusina kutu ndi nasi.
Maumboni ochuruka akuperekedwa tsiku ndi tsiku.
My name's Bob Mwale. I reside in Mumbai currently. Sure.
All right, so we heard that someone was sick here. Who was sick?
I was the victim myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did it start? What exactly was the problem? And how has been the journey reaching today?
Well, thanks. It has been a cruel journey. Yeah, it began with a spinal problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think after getting involved in a road accident, and then I developed a spine issue. Mm-hmm. And the spine was going down up the waist here. Mm-hmm. And then also I started bouching, I think, which developed into gaseous issues. Mm-hmm. So these were the two components that troubled me. But before then, I also had a skin problem. I think the skin is developed some spots like a leopard. I think half the body this way.
Oh.
Yeah, but I tried some medics here and there. I think that did not go well. So that has been a problem. These have been the three major problems that have been troubling over the years.
This skin problem, how did it start?
I don't know really, but it just started first with the skin pigmentation. The pigmentation is still there though. This is why you see me wearing the black thing inside, because doctors advise that once you expose it, it may develop into skin cancer. Mm-hmm. So I always have it covered.
Yeah.
But then I just discovered my arms were developing the black spots, mm-hmm. which developed into leopard-like up to somewhere the knees here, going up here. So I think I went to some doctors, the Ghanaian doctor who was in Cabo General Hospital, mm-hmm. who advised to say that this problem will kill you one day, because it is something like blood clot. But the hospital has no proper medication, because they tried to give me the medications for about 6 months. It was not going away. So he was brave enough to tell me to say that you may not live longer than a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
What year was that?
That was 2013.
2013?
Yeah.
So that's when you were told that?
That's when I was told that.
How did you take it?
It was so excruciating because, as a family person, when a person tells you that experience,
Countdown.
you start counting down, and you start looking at your children, you start looking at your husband, your wife, you start thinking about your mother, the extended family, including the people that you keep.
Yeah.
Say somebody tells you you live not more than a year.
But by then, you were being given some treatment, some medicine.
Yes, I was receiving treatment.
How was the response?
Both the herbal and the conventional
Medicine.
medication. Because when you are faced with such a situation, you don't choose where to go.
You try everything.
You try everything. Yeah.
So I know it was a very painful journey because I'm sure that involved money.
Yes, it really involved money. It really involved money.
How was the response? Was it responding positively on every attempt that we are making when it comes to medicine, both conventional and the herbal?
Yeah, intermittently it would come and go, come and go, come and go. But for the sports, they kept on developing. Yeah, they kept on developing.
Now, this accident, when did it happen?
The accident happened in 2010.
In 2010?
Yeah, just near Chongwe.
So it was actually the accident that started.
The accident started, yes.
Then 2013,
2013,
the skin problem.
the skin problem got in.
So kept on fighting these major components in your life.
Yes.
You say you've tried hospitals and then you went to some herbal entities.
Yes.
Were you being given other reasons apart from the usuals that you got from the hospital, from the Ghanaian doctor?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when doctors reach on a dead end, there is always a trial and error.
Yes.
See, maybe this can work. Maybe it could be this.
Yeah.
The diagnosis was done, but they were literally finding no proper cause. We did a lot of tests. I've got a very big file. You try this, you try this, you try this. I tried the highest painkiller that normally is given to people with sickle cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that one. Then the doctor advised, said, no. This that you are taking now, no painkiller will work. Anything lesser than this.
Will not work.
So I think you need to give it a stop. You try something else. But now, what something else am I going to try if the hospital has reached at a dead end?
So there was pain?
Very, very sharp pain. You know, there are certain cases where you'd be walking and then it just cramps and you can't make a step. So if you're in the middle of the road, you may be hit. So wherever it cramps, then you sit down just there. You can't make a move. Yeah, that has been the experience.
What do you do that brings, let's say, food on the table?
I'm a contractor.
Oh, you're a contractor?
And at the same time, I own a small farm.
Both of these things need your physical presence.
Definitely, yes. Actually, I was working, but because of the same challenges, opted to quit.
I actually wanted to find out how defeated your life was, or challenges that you went through during the time you were fighting this conflict.
It has been quite defeating. Sometimes, I don't want to say disowned, but literally sidelined.
Sideline.
Yeah, because people are not seeing any hope and you are consuming their money. Because you reach at an extent where your pockets run dry. And you try colleagues and friends. You try relatives. So there is always a stage where even the people you are asking say, but I think this guy has become a liability. So you can't go anywhere. My life is all about trials.
Okay.
I'm never defeated until I get down. So I said, well, let's go and try. So that's how he drove me there. And luckily we made a turn very quickly. I said, okay, this is different from the other side. So after I checked at the contents, and found very receptive people at the place. And they introduced me to the content. They did their explanations and so on. I said, well, I've met such kind before.
Yes.
So hopefully that it's not the same content that I have had before.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is the way I landed at that premise.
So when you went there, you went in Maranatha and the whole explanation and everything. What did it mean to you? Were you satisfied?
Satisfaction came at a later stage,
Okay.
because I've gotten into so many of such areas before.
Uh-huh. And
So
it didn't work.
it has not worked. It has been a trial and a trial. It would seem it has gone, but it resurfaces at some point.
Okay.
So I said, well, Che was saying Masambasia. Yeah. So I said, well, let me also try this content, see how it works, and see how it improves.
You explained what you were going through.
Definitely, yes.
What did they give you?
They advised me a lot of content which were quite neutral, which could deal with the various cases.
Now, you've started using. You got the bottles, you've started using.
Yes.
How long did it take for you to notice, to say, I think there is a benefit out of this?
The first experience was with the back spine, the spinal issue. Yeah, because I would not bend sharply. Yeah, any sharp bend would immediately begin the sharp pain in the system. So I think after taking, I think it was a period of a month plus, I started experiencing some coolness here, because sometimes it could be burning somewhere here.
Okay.
Yeah, but that burning was not there. So I came back to the place again. I said, I think, can I have something that can support this? With the background that I know that herbs have no major side effects, I said I'll be taking all of them at the same time. So that's how I started taking all those things at the same time. What made me realize it is working, because my stomach would be groaning maybe 4 or 5 times in a day, and some sharp pains in the system. So I said, well, I think with the change that is happening, I'm sure this is working well.
Okay.
Because that experience was gleaning off until 4 or 5 months later, it was silent here. You know, it's very embarrassing as an old person, mid-aged, I should say so. You are walking around and your stomach is groaning all over. It's quite embarrassing. It's a sign that things are not well inside.
Yeah.
So I think that experience came to a close. It ended completely. A year after or so, I think I started experiencing some shedding off of the spotted skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, but the issue was the stomach, the gaseous problem, and the spinal problem. But I am also seeing the shedding off. Could it be that the spinal problem brought in the spotted thing, and that the problem is almost ending, and these are also shedding off? I couldn't have a proper clue or response to give to myself. I said, I think let me go back.
Yeah.
I buy more. So I came back and bought more.
Yeah.
And I think within a space of a year plus, the skin was clean again,
Oh, okay.
except for one spot that I have here, which is fading off. It's completely fading off. And on that I'm on camera, but my skin is clean,
It's clean.
purely clean, back to normal. And this is when now I said, well, I think mom has the same challenge, because my mother's skin also has some yellowish problem. I said, if it treated the spots,
Yes.
those tough spots I had, it can also work for my mother. My mother is in Londazi. So I came here, bought medication. I said, Mom, start taking that. Don't ask me what's this.
So
Take
what
it,
did she say?
it will work. And he says, because you are my son.
Yes.
I believe you. You can't give me poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she took.
She took.
What happened?
She's fairly well now.
Okay.
Including, when you are old, you have growing problems and all those problems. I think partially she has stopped complaining about all those things. And every time she says, mwana wanga ukanikumbukire mankwala yaja ukanikumbukire kufu.
Okay.
Yeah, such is. I am speaking here with joy and happiness. That especially the sports and the spine are no longer there.
The spine is okay.
Very, very perfectly well.
You can bend, you can do anything.
Hey, I am a soccer. I love soccer. I play soccer.
Where?
I play soccer. I play football 4, 5, 6, 8.
Okay.
I had stopped playing soccer. I'm a trained coach by Edu Sport.
Oh.
I had stopped doing all those things.
So right now, are you back?
Hey, I'm back in the sporting field.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well trained, coach.
Yeah, well trained coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you're someone who you've said you are in construction. Are you back in construction also?
Yes, back in construction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know the truth. And I want you to be honest with me and everyone who following you, because it's about life. How much has Maranatha paid you to come and give this testimony?
In life, you must be a principled person. And the principle must drive your living. I am not such kind of an imbecile.
Okay.
Yeah, I earn a living through hard work. And the bribe is not part of my portion.
Okay.
That can't work. And no one will ever bribe me in life.
What are you insinuating?
No one.
You didn't.
No one. Implacably impossible.
Should we be?
What would you give me if I can get a contract?
That's a serious one.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, I and the rest of the people should believe that you are not paid.
Because even in the construction circles, there are bribes.
Yes.
There are bribes there. I am on camera. If there is anyone in the private and public sector who has come to bribe me, they should come here. I said, that man who was speaking.
Is a lie.
Yeah, he is a liar. We did this.
May you, because I know there are people who are still having that mentality to say, no, people are paid to do this. There are still people who are suffering, who have got different problems, even they know their parents have got different problems. And they are still doubting. There are Thomas Didymus out there. Do you have a special message that should make them know that they are wasting time and that they have to come to Maranatha? And why?
You wouldn't know that you are wasting time until you waste it. That's one of the aspects.
Okay.
Until you waste it, that's when you would know that I wasted time. A journey of healing takes a lot of trial. You try this, you try that, you try. When I was trying all those things, I never said probably I wasted my time. But had I known earlier, I wouldn't have started with the prerequisites that led me to an expenditure. Because if I calculate an expenditure that happened before and an expenditure that has been spent within that period, I spent more than what I spent within this particular period. So the colleagues and friends, mothers and fathers, and the other people around, if you have a challenge, it could be external or internal. I think Maranatha is a place to be. Yeah, you can continue trying wherever you try. No one will stop you. But one day you will definitely land here.
They will land here.
Yeah. One day they will. It's like in the religious circles. Yeah. You try this, you try that, you try this. Definitely one day you will need Jesus, especially on your deathbed.
Now, today, as you are, should we believe that your wellness that you are celebrating today has come from Maranatha?
I don't need you to believe. I believe myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we should just see and be inspired.
Yeah, that's all. You take it or leave it.
You take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You can choose now.
You can choose.
Okay.
Yeah. But the testimony is mine. I share with you. So you believe it, it's up to you. You don't believe it, it's not my born, because I'm now living. That doctor, remember, said you will not live more than a year. I actually went to Kabwe General Hospital to find him.
Yeah.
He's a retired man now, but running his own, should I say, medical facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him that you can check. I am here.
What did he say?
He was quite shocked. What did you use? I said, God saves. Yeah, there are some herbs that I bought. Actually, I took some bottles to him. They were actually empty bottles, because I know you take content. I'm an educated person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people trust taking samples and taking them to lab and all those content. That is somebody's patent. So.
Now, your happiness, how excited, how happy are you that today the story completely has changed from 2010 and then 2013, 2010 an accident, 2013 something came up, today a whole different story that you're sharing with us. How happy are you?
Very happy, because my children have a father.
Yes.
Who was not going to be there. If I were a good dancer, I would have been dancing all along the streets.
Celebrating.
But it's joy. I've got a very cool, quiet temperament. Yeah, melancholic, but there is happiness inside, which probably the outside cannot see, except I speak like I am speaking now, because this ordeal that I am giving now here is not an experience that probably could be shared anyhow in summer, but people have been seeing it, that this man suffered A, B, C, D, but he's well. You ask me, I'll tell you.
People, they have seen you, and they
have
agreed to say, no, he's right.
Yes, he's right. Yes. Including family members.
Now, what do you think would be the importance of you coming here to give a testimony?
Biblically, Jesus told his disciples, I send you out to the world to go and testify about the love of Jesus. This is equivalent. A good testimony needs to be shared so that other people can learn. There could be a person who has the same ailment like me, even harder ones. This experience and this testimony will give them hope that there could be healing somewhere. And this is the importance of sharing testimonies, to help another person who is failing in one way or the other. And this is why we share testimonies. And I keep sharing. Likely that probably I'm on camera. But we keep sharing. I think the other time I was on QTV, okay, sharing healthful living. I shared the same experience on camera and on TV. And the photographer or journalist who was there, I think, caught me on the sidelines so that I should explain to him further.
You don't light a lamp and then hide it under the blanket. When something is good, people will talk about it no matter what.
Maranatha, natural healing ministry.
It is not for nothing that the name Maranatha Natural Healing Ministries has become a household name. Every day, satisfied people across the country are freely giving testimonies regarding the efficacy and potency of Maranatha Herbal supplements. What are you waiting for? It could be you or your loved one who may be suffering from BP, diabetes, stroke, asthma, liver, lung and heart problems, burning sensation in the feet, kidney problems, low immunity or even cancer. Stop worrying now, because the answer for these and many other health problems is right here. Get Maranatha Herbal supplements and begin to experience what others have known for a very long time. Call now on 0888-381-131 or 0996-867-190. Maranatha Natural Healing Ministries. Healthy families, a healthy nation.
wakusina kutu ndi nasi
Maumboni ochuruka akuperekedwa tsiku ndi tsiku.
Okay, anything maybe you would like to share with us, your last words?
There is hope for everything. It does not matter the problem you are going through. God has a way out. I never knew I would be living today until I am here to testify. So there is always life. No matter the trouble you are going through, no matter the sickness you are going through, until God declares that you can't cross this far, no matter what you try, that will be your dead end. But for as long as God allows it, the medication we take must have a healing. And here I am today.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Maranatha, Maranatha.